How's it going, everyone? So, time to talk about a sequel. So, a couple months ago, I reviewed Pumpkinhead. So, I decided to get around to watching another creature feature, which is Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings, released by Live Entertainment, October 19th, 1994. It was written by Ivan and Konstantin Chornia. I think that's how you pronounce their last name. It was produced by Brad Cravoy and Steve Stabler, and is directed by Jeff Burr, who, if you're not familiar with that name, he's the one who's done Stepfather 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface, um, From a Whisper to a Scream, and Puppet Master 4 and 5, which I actually have reviews for. Um, yeah, so yeah, Pumpkinhead 2. Well, they basically retell you the whole lore of summoning Pumpkinhead, where in this case it's a deformed like teenager that was bullied and stuff, and then they accidentally killed him in a well and summoned him. Uh, but they thought he like killed it, so the kid ends up summoning Pumpkinhead to exact his revenge a couple years later. So yeah, more like 20 years later. But yeah, on the family of the teens that killed him, and like one of them's the sheriff and stuff. It's your typical like slasher monster movie. Cliches and everything are in this. There is some pretty cheesy special effects in this movie, but I gotta say, some of the acting is pretty good, and some of it's pretty cheesy. You got like Kane Hodder makes an appearance. You got a couple good um, horror icons making an appearance in the sequel, and the girl who plays the main character, the blonde, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I can't remember the character's name, but there's some pretty cute girls in this movie for you single guys out there. So yeah, just thought I should throw that out there. But yeah, but it has your typical teenagers and stuff in films, and the kills and stuff were pretty amusing in this film. I thought a lot of it takes a little while to pick up, but it gets to the point where it's just such cheesy. It's just cheesy fun. Like it's basically the same sort of stories of Pumpkinhead one told slightly differently with a new way to take them on and that. But this one, Pumpkinhead just kills random people at some points, and they do a good job at like lighting it and having some amusing kill scenes and everything. And there even is some scenes where you can see basically the wires of people like getting thrown from Pumpkinhead throwing them across a room or something like that, which is always amusing to see in a film. But yeah, but you can tell it has heart and it has a lot of fun in it, and it's just an overall just a time to fun time. It's a fun little creature feature film. If you know what you're getting into, you know what you're getting into. Basically, it's like if you've seen the first one, you know exactly what's this one's going to be about. It's just done on a cheesier level, and yeah, you tell a lot of them had fun making it. The Pumpkinhead costume looks good. He's like half the size of what he was in the original one, but for what they had to work with and stuff, the Pumpkinhead creature looks pretty decent and stuff. And overall, I thought it was just a cheesy, fun little mess to watch. Yeah, it has all your same uh quirkiness as like a sci-fi channel movie and stuff, and a lot of more amusing elements to it, but there's nothing really substantial to set it above the bar of something else and stuff. So yeah, so you're pretty much a standard affair of a creature film, and it does have a lot of resemblance to the Hatchet movie. Like Hatchet from like the early 2000s has quite a resemblance to that in a way. So yeah, but if you like the first one, you'll probably enjoy this one. Probably not as much, but it's still, to me, anyways, it was still a fun time. But there was nothing really substantial to point out or anything like that. It's just a fun sequel that no one really talks about. So, um, yeah, they do get the next few pumpkin movies get pretty weird and odd, but this one still keeps it grounded like the original. Just kind of twists things a little bit and does things a little more comedic way. So it's fun. I'm gonna give this one 2.5 out of 5, right down the middle, because I can't really justify if it's obviously not better, but it's not terrible. So definitely check it out if you enjoyed the first one, or if you just want a good cheesy creature feature to watch from the early 90s. Check this one out. It's pretty amusing. So yeah, Pumpkinhead 2, uh, Blood Wings is pretty fun, and you should check it out. There's a trail link down below, like always, if you're interested. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram, which is always linked down below, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. And I usually had the film title and the subgenre film and a hashtag in the video clip. And yeah, so make sure you follow me there to stay in the loop, or you can follow my Letterbox, where I post my first star rating right after watching it on there as well. So those are the two spots you could um follow and see what I'm talking about in the future. So yeah, there's that. Make sure you like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below, and also let me know what your favorite Pumpkinhead movie is out of the franchise, if you've seen them all. I'd love to hear your opinions on that. And yeah, if you have any films or film franchise you want me to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. Try to get them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And yeah, so make sure you subscribe, because I got quite a few other horror films and stuff to talk about coming up in the future. So a lot of them haven't really been talked about in a while. So yeah, hopefully we can shed some new light on them, and hopefully we find something interesting to check out together, and you never thought of checking out. So yeah, but the next one is definitely going to be another film franchise that hasn't really been talked about, and I've never actually seen yet. So it's going to be interesting to see what it is. But that's going to have to wait. So watch out for all those demonic creatures being summoned this time of year out there. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review, which will probably be up tomorrow. So till then, cheers.